Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, Devin K the model. Happy Tuesday. We got 3 more days left till the weekend. Yay, we're like almost halfway there. Okay, so today is Beauty Tuesday, you guys. So we are going to continue discussing our modern etiquette and how it applies to modeling and the everyday today world, and becoming a better you inside out, becoming a more polished person, a better man and a better woman, and most of all, in my situation, a better model. Do you guys like my shades? I got them from Shein. I thought they were super cute. So you guys, let's get into the video. So for today, we're going to be talking about transformation, turning heads. So you guys, I don't know, like ladies in general, like, I don't know, for me, whenever I walk into a bar, I just automatically attract attention. And I mean, I always make sure usually when I go out, I look really nice and polished, so I don't really see it as negative attention. But it's just something about me that people are drawn to me. So let's get into the topic of transformation. And this is another step in the 5-step method to mastering etiquette by Myka Meier. I'm gonna put all the copyright information for the book in the description as well. So if you guys do want to check out the book, you can check it out as well too. So what do you guys think transformation means? Well, this definition, all my definitions in here I got from the dictionary. I just use like the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Transformation is a thorough or dramatic change in form or appearance. So there are different ways you can transform. You can transform mentally, physically, sexually, or emotionally. And transformation, it can be a good thing or it can be a negative thing. In this situation, we're going to talk about it in positive aspects and how it applies to modeling. So this is the first step in the 5-step Meier method. So like I was talking about last week, you guys, especially with modeling, first impressions are everything. And us as humans, we analyze someone when they walk in the room in 7 seconds. So that means you have 7 very, very brief, short seconds to make a good or bad impression. And unfortunately, in the modeling world, that impression can make or break you even before your career starts, which you do not want to happen. So, how do you handle the pressure of making a good impression within 7 seconds? Well, the first thing you should do is do not panic at all. Don't panic. So we're going to go through a method. It's the 7x7 method that Myka Meier came up with. And we are going to talk about how you can make a good everlasting impression without crumbling under the pressure. So the first one is physical placement. So when you enter a room, you never ever want to put your back to the room. You want to keep your back to the door that you just came into. So if I'm walking into a room, I'm not going to walk in the room and instantly go like this, you guys. Like, what if I was doing this video and I was just talking to you guys like this? Like, you guys would not want to listen to my video. You would not want to interact with me. You'd be like, what a weirdo. Like, get away from her, right? Okay. So, the second one is facial control. Us as humans, when we enter a room and we judge somebody, we go to 2 main focal points. We go to the eyes and we go to the mouth. So, your eyes, you want to smile so you don't look intimidating. You want to smile so you communicate openness and friendliness. And then also, you guys, as Tyra says, you want to smize with your eyes. You know, you don't want to be glaring at someone. You don't want to be giving them some intense gaze to intimidate them or scare them off, you know. The other one, facial control. Smile with your mouth and your eyes. Appear friendly, open, and approachable. So the next one is personal presentation, because you are a present. You are a brand, and you guys need to start thinking of yourself as a brand if you want to succeed. Like, everything that you do, even on social media, it may be minute, it may be the smallest thing, but like if a company or a brand sees that, they could like break a deal or a contract or something because of something that you did on social media. So you are the product. Your body and your image is what you are basically selling in the modeling industry. So it's this, our appearance is the second thing that is noticed when making a first impression. So one key thing is that you should dress the way you want to be addressed, okay, you guys? So like if I'm going to a modeling thing, I'm totally not going to wear this outfit that I'm wearing today. Like, I was just in the house chilling and stuff. So, you know, I have, you know, a little crop top on, a sports bra, because I'm going to go to the gym after this, and some biker shorts so I can work out. Okay, but I would not go to a modeling thing like this because they're going to be like, who is this girl? She's a joke. Like, what is she doing? Okay, and then remember that small details, they do matter. So like, you don't want to go into an event and be looking have like flashy jewelry on or big chunky jewelry or something. You want it to flow together. You want to be the complete package. So for example, say I go in there and I have a modeling thing, so I'm wearing this really nice chic form-fitted bodysuit, you know, black, very, you know, accentuates all my curves. I have a cute pair of small diamond studs. I maybe have like a little silver bracelet on, and then a pair of black pumps or something. Okay, but then if I go in there and I walk in there like this, it doesn't matter that I have this beautiful outfit put together because my body language is not communicating that I am put together, okay? So you want to be the complete package. So for example, if you're going into a meeting or something, you're not going to slouch. You're not going to sit there and chew on your pen. You're not going to sit there and tap your pen throughout the meeting, because all of those things can make or break you, and people pick up on body language. No matter how small it may be, they will pick up on it, you guys. All right, the next thing is posture. So I used to really struggle with my posture because I was like 170 pounds, and I literally lost that weight probably in like 3 or 4 months because I got sick. So I went from like 170 pounds, you guys, to 95 pounds. And I was not comfortable in my body because I had a whole new body. And so I just wasn't comfortable. I was used to being all heavy and stuff. So it was like I was used to carrying around this weight. So when I walked, I would kind of, you know, be slouched over and, you know. But I started working out and everything, and that's really like boosted up my confidence. It's made me stronger. So like now I notice, I just noticed this like a couple weeks ago, is like I just automatically like stand up straight on my own. Like before, when I would wake up, I'd have to be like, okay, so let me make sure I'm standing up straight, let me like push my shoulders back. Like now it's just an automatic habit. So the definition of posture is the position in which someone holds their body when sitting or standing. So you want to demonstrate positive body language, which then in turn demonstrates that you're confident, alert, and powerful. You don't want to appear weak, because that can make you look like you can't handle certain situations. It can make people not want to interact with you. It'll make people avoid you, okay, you guys? So when we are talking about posture, there are 3 things, you guys, that 3 posture focal points that can either make or break you. So it's your chin, shoulders, and legs. So when you stand up straight, you don't want to have your chin too high, because if you have your chin too high, you'll appear very snobby and people won't want to interact with you. But then you don't want to have your chin too low, because then it looks like you're just constantly looking at the ground. You want to keep your chin parallel, you guys. Like, just keep it parallel. Just, you know, parallel to the floor. Just make sure you're comfortable. And then your shoulders, so like how I'm leaning on this right now, In a social setting, I would not be on a balcony leaning like this, okay? I would not utilize the armrest because I want to look very open and engaged. I don't want to come off as lazy or anything. So some pointers when working on your posture is avoid using armrests. Don't lean back in the chair. Like when you're sitting in a chair, you guys, you want to pretend like you have a little egg right here, okay? So you should pretend like there's an egg right here, and if you lean back on it, you're going to smash the egg, and then you're going to have egg yolk and nasty stuff all over you. So when you're sitting in a chair, just pretend like there's an egg behind you so you're not leaning back in the chair, because when you start to lean back in a chair, you get comfortable. And when you get comfortable, you start to relax. And when we relax, we tend to slouch because, you know, we just feel like a weight has been lifted off us, so we just want to chill out and relax. But in a social setting, that's not the place for that, you guys. It's a time and a place for everything. And then when you're sitting at a table, okay, you don't want to sit too close to the table because then you look like an eager beaver. And then you don't want to be too far from the table because then you look like you don't want to engage in the conversation. So the key is you should sit 1 to 1.5 lengths away from the table. So where I'm standing right about here, you guys, is when you pull a chair up to the table should be about that far from you. So that if you have a drink or something, you can reach forward and you can sip on it and you're still engaged, but you're not closed off. So if there's a spot over here, someone can come up and start a conversation with you, and there's space for them to stand and engage. And absolutely, absolutely, I know your mother told you this growing up, absolutely no elbows on the table. By no means, you guys, no elbows on the table. All right, the next thing we're going to discuss in the process of transformation is your voice. So the definition of a voice, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is the sound produced in a person's larynx and uttered through the mouth as speech or sound. So having a strong voice is very key in coming off as confident. So she also talks about something called, I think it's called mechanism or Mykaism. I'm probably not pronouncing it, but we'll talk about that next week. But it's like what you feel inside versus what you're projecting, okay? So like you may feel very like unconfident, but you don't, that's just what you personally feel. Nobody in the room knows that. So you just have to, not fake it till you make it, practice it until you become it, you guys. That's a lot better saying, and that's Michaela's method. Practice till you become it. So one of the people that I like to listen to is Ralph. He's another YouTuber. He's awesome, you guys. You should check out his channel. It's Ralph Smart. And what he says is that you should speak your truth even if your voice shakes. So this is a good thing and a bad thing in social settings. It's good to stand up for yourself to a certain extent, but at the same time, us as women especially, we have to make sure we have control of our emotions. So if you're going to speak and your voice is going to shake in a social setting, maybe go excuse yourself, take a moment, gather your emotions, and then come back and do it. But like in the everyday, day-to-day in your personal lives, practice that. Even if your voice shakes, speak your truth so that when you get out in public situations, you can say what you need to say and you have your emotions controlled and your voice is just strong. No matter how you may be feeling inside, you maybe feel like you're gonna crumble and sob and burst into tears, but they don't know that, you guys. They don't. So there's some components to your voice: pitch, pace, pause, and passion. Pitch, is your voice showing emotion or is it monotone? So sometimes when I'm irritated with somebody, I'll talk in a monotone if they're getting on my nerves, and I'll just be like, thank you for calling National Grid. How may I help you? Okay, that shows that get away from me. Like, F off. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. You don't want to, you know, sound like that. Like, you know, you want to sound excited and opening, engaged, because your tone is what depicts the direction and flow of a conversation, you guys. All right, the second one is pace. are you talking too slow or are you talking too fast? If you're talking too fast, that can come off as if you're trying to rush someone, as if you're in a hurry, as if you don't really care what they say. You just want to hear yourself speak. And then, are you talking too slow? So some of the things to remember when speaking is remember to pause. And when you take a pause, when someone else is done speaking, wait 5 seconds before you begin to speak. You guys, I literally have to practice this. I am so bad at this. Like, I think I know what someone's gonna say, and I'll just interrupt them and try to finish their sentence, and like they could be saying something totally different, and then I'm sitting there looking stupid. Like, so you don't want to make that mistake. Just silently count in your head 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Because pauses in a conversation, they're not a bad thing. It gives everybody a moment to gather their thoughts, to process what was just said. Okay, so that was pace, and I threw pause in there, you guys. Wait for others' response when taking turns, because a conversation is an exchange. You have to listen and respond. Listen and respond. You can't have a one-sided conversation, because then it's not a conversation, right? It's just a monologue or a dialogue. I don't know, whichever one that is. All right, and then passion, which is a strong feeling or emotion. He/she spoke with passion. So like, I know when I talk about modeling, I tend to get like so excited. Like, I'll start jumping around, like, oh my God, like, and that's just me being passionate, because it's what I love. It's what I want to do, you know, and I'm good at it. I'm photogenic. I'm a fast learner, you know. I'm built for it. I'm short, but I have really long legs, you know, and that's a strength. Like, you can play that to be a strength. All right. So make sure your voice reflects your interest or excitement about the topic at hand. All right, so the next topic is body language. What is body language? Body language is the process of communicating non-verbally through conscious or unconscious gestures and movements. So like catching somebody's eye, nodding at them, a smile. I don't know, some men, I always think this is so creepy when men will wink at you. Like, but that's body language, you guys. Like, and a wink could mean like 1,000 different things, you know. So it's facial expressions, body postures, gestures, eye movement, touch, and the use of space. So body language should be likable, approachable, and open. So like, if I'm out here chilling or something and it's just like a casual event and I have some company over and I came out here to get a breath of air, you know, I might want to stand here like this, you know, so people can say, okay, she's just out there chilling, you know, she's facing outward, so, you know, it's not like my back is to everybody, because everybody would be inside. So, oh, okay, I see her body posture says open, so you know what, I'm going to go out on the balcony, I'm going to chit-chat with her, I'm going to start a conversation with her, okay? That's what you want to reflect. But again, you guys, when you're out in public, don't be leaning, okay? Don't be leaning. That wasn't really a good example, but do not lean. And a really, really good rule is when you go to a social event, do not have your phone out. Do not. I know nowadays it seems like we are glued to our phones, and that is one thing that I hate about this society, is that people think just because you have a phone and it's a mobile phone and it goes everywhere you go, that they have access to you 24/7. Well, guess what? You don't. Just because I have my phone, I still have a life. I still have things that I have to do. I still have things going on. So just because you text me and you say, oh, she always has her phone, that doesn't mean I'm going to respond in 2.5 seconds. I may respond to you in 2 seconds. I may respond to you in 5 minutes. I may respond to you in 5 hours. I may respond to you in 2 days. I may respond to you in a month. Okay, but you guys, do not have your phone out. It communicates close body language, nervousness, and incompetence. Your phone is like a blanket, okay? It's like you're going to a party and you're carrying your baby blanket, or you're sucking your thumb, okay? That's what your phone looks like in social situations, especially in the modeling world, okay? You're there to brand yourself. You're there to sell yourself. You're there to show these companies and these people that I am the whole pot. package, and that I'm going to prove to you and show you that I'm the whole package, and I'm going to prove to you why you should invest in me and let me represent your brand and give me a chance to take your brand or your company to that next level. Okay, you guys? You want to maintain eye contact when someone is speaking. You know, you can do the casual head nod every now and then. When you speak, you may also, like, I know sometimes, like, people who aren't very social, they'll feel really awkward just maintaining eye contact 24/7. So when someone is speaking, that doesn't mean you're just in their face like this. No, you can look away like you're thinking. You can pause in the conversation. Like, you don't just have to stare in someone's face when they're talking to you, because then you're going to come off as a creepo, okay? And you don't want to be a creepo, because then people are going to be like, oh my God, what a weirdo. Like, we don't want to mess with her or him. So you don't want to come off like that, all right? So then the last and final thing that we're going to learn is about charisma. Now, charisma is, there's a whole chapter on this, you guys, so I'll be going more in depth on this. But charisma is the compelling attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others. So it's like, you know how I told you guys, like, when I walk into a bar, like, I could have sweatpants on, okay? I could go into a bar dressed like this. Like, this is not cute. I don't think I look cute right now, okay, you guys? But people would stop and they would turn their heads and people would approach me because I have charisma. It's just something about me. It's something how I carry myself. It's my energy. It's my vibe. It's what I give off to the room, that it just draws and attracts people to me. People are interested in me. They're intrigued. And you also want to do that. You want people to be intrigued by you. You want people to feel good. And it's your job to do this. And anybody can learn how to be, to have charisma and to be charismatic. So you want to have good energy and good etiquette. So some tips for you to work on your charisma and try to increase it is you can give genuine compliments. So you may not like something that someone is wearing, but if it looks good on them, compliment them. Like, oh wow, that top really brings out your eyes. Or, oh my goodness, what a stunning ring. Or, oh my gosh, who did your makeup? It's simply flawless. Or, wow, I really love those shoes, you know. So it's basically putting others before yourself, and you want to anticipate as an individual's needs before they can voice them. So, like, for example, if I have company over and I'm setting out plates, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make their plates. I'm going to bring them a drink. I'm going to bring them utensils. I'm going to bring them a napkin. I'm going to bring them salt. I'm going to bring them pepper. I'm going to bring them a coaster. And then if we're having something where, you know, you want condiments, I'm going to bring the condiments that they need. So this person literally does not have to get up until they are done with their meal. They literally have everything that they need before they can even ask it. So it's also like a sense of humbleness in order to be charismatic, because you don't want to let it go to your head. You don't want to, you know, become stuck up or snobby, like, because then people aren't going to want to be around you, you know. So you just want to really serve others and put others before you, and just be genuine and thoughtful and kind. All right, you guys, so that is my video for today. It was a lot longer than I thought it would, than I wanted it to be, but this chapter just had really a lot of good information, and I wanted you guys to get the information. So I hope you guys enjoyed this chapter. This was the first step of the etiquette method by Myka Meier, and this was 1, transformation, turning heads. You guys, this is such a good book. There was so much stuff in this chapter, but I literally just picked out the main points that people could use, especially like us in the modeling industry. Just some little pointers there for you to work on. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Happy Beauty Tuesdays from your girl, 7K the model. and I will be back tomorrow for Wacky Wednesday / Workout Wednesday. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet, what kind of video or content I'm gonna have for you guys, but I'm definitely gonna have something. So thank you so much for checking out my page. Thank you for subscribing. Feel free to like and comment, and you guys have a great day.